Hey everyone, there's so much going on. I haven't posted a video in probably 2 weeks, but I really had to honor myself because it's been such powerful energies coming onto the planet. I mean, all year, ever since the 12/21 2020. I don't know if it was a portal or what it was, but it opened up the floodgates to these energies. And if you look back, you flash back to what happened from January until now, think about all the inner work that has been done as a result to these energies coming in and forcing us to face our shadows. And it's like a lot of people have been in such resistance that, now it's like going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's going to be the silent majority not being able to be silent anymore. And it's funny, I had somebody who is, tell me something, who is awake to the fact that, a lot of everything going on is BS, but is still in that space of fear, like, but I would never say anything about it. I would never put myself out on social media as a target. I would never, you know what I mean? Just like sitting in fear. And it's just like this silent majority that, especially here in the US, like I can feel it in the air. Like Lance can tell when he goes to work and he interacts with people that there's a lot of people that have that energy of like, I didn't get the, but I'm not going to, I'm going to let people think I did. I'm going to let people wonder, you know what I mean? And I think that there's enough information out there that a lot of people are informed enough not to take that risk. And it's just common sense. It's like that meme where everyone's like, I don't remember who was on the picture of it, but it was like, I'm waiting for the common sense variant to spread. You know what I mean? Because it's literally that fucking obvious. It's so clear that it's we're a trial, right? Anybody who gets it is like a human trial. And so because there's no studies, we are the study, right? So there's enough people who have enough common sense that they didn't get it, but they don't want people to know that, right? That's the energy that I get. It's like this silent majority who doesn't want to be seen for anything. They're just sitting there and like trying to be Switzerland, trying to be neutral, right? But I don't know what's going on in Switzerland. That's just a figure of speech. But usually they say Switzerland's neutral. But anyways, these are the people that are going, this is like the mass facing their shadow. Because now it's to the point where people are going to lose their jobs if, it's like being mandated in hospitals. So like healthcare workers, like I've seen this so many times this week. We were being called heroes last year, and now we're super spreaders because we made a medical decision for ourselves. Like now we don't care about people because we're making a personal decision for ourselves. And so like that's huge. That is freaking huge. People losing their job because of being basically forced dictatorship. Like the whole thing is just illegal and morally wrong and so obvious that there is going to be no choice but for the silent majority to rise up and do something. They can't fire everybody. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot smaller percentage of people who actually got it than we realize. And that's why they're so desperate for people to get it now. That's why they're just pushing it from every direction. And that's why they have to go to the point where you lose your job if you don't get it, because it's this is it for them. It's like they have to throw in everything. The deep state has to throw in every fucking thing they have. So be prepared for all of it, right? And right now, like there is no like flip the kill switch or whatever the fuck they're trying to do in terms of depopulation. That isn't going to happen for them unless people get the jab. So that is why they have to go to these measures. And that is why this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back, because people, they can't fire everyone or everything crashes. Or is that what they want? It's like everybody's just running around in confusion and chaos. Everybody. The people are, the people like us who are awake to stuff are like, what the fuck is going on? We think something's going to happen, then it doesn't happen, and it's just like complete chaotic energy, which is exactly what every ancient text talked about this time being about. So it's like being that calm in the storm, coming back to center. I told Spirit, I was like, I don't want to talk about that crap, because what I try to do is kind of put it out of sight and put it out of mind and live like a regular person, have my shit prepped if I need it, so I'm not really thinking about, oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm not worried about it. If something happens, I'm prepared, right? It's already done. And then be that calm in the storm. You have to be conscious enough to make intelligent decisions for yourself as a physical human being living on the earth. None of us are these enlightened beings that don't need to like prepare if something were to happen. That's the whole point of seeing more of the truth, so you can use that knowledge to make smarter decisions for yourself. Not just try to say, oh, I'm just like gonna transmute and everything, and like, no, you're a fucking physical being. You came down here with a mission that involves like, that's how people are so unbalanced in the spiritual community, because they're all fucking love and light and airy fairy and just like so ungrounded. Being grounded means like boots on the freaking ground. It means like having a voice, not saying, oh, don't put yourself out there, be discreet, and don't put yourself on social media, and don't let people see you. That is just shadow. That is all shadow. That's people not wanting to face, like not wanting to be seen for something, not wanting to like, they're so used to following the crowd. They're so used to reaching externally for validation to feel like they're worth a damn. It's this big, huge risk, this big, huge change to come out and make a stand where you know a lot of people might disagree with you or attack you, or you think the government's coming to get you. Listen, there's millions of us. There's no reason to be discreet. There's every reason to come together and say, fuck no. So, like, people need to hear this. I hate when people are like, don't say anything. You're putting yourself at risk. They're going to go put you in a fucking internment camp. No. Do y'all not realize how many of us there are? That's the problem they had in Germany. Everybody didn't want to say anything. Everybody was just afraid to go against the grain. And they got fucking marched onto trains and driven to fucking, the gas chambers and shit. Come on, people. The whole point of that's what has to happen. We have to come together. And this is another one of the reasons why I've been hesitant to make a video, because I get so fired up and passionate. Like when I'm connected, I get passionate because that's like my personality type. Like I'm a life path number 1. I'm very my personality type. I was talking to Danny about it. I'm an INFJ. And that's the advocate. That's like the Martin Luther Kings, the Nelson Mandelas, like the people who go out and they can't help it because they feel morally convicted to get up on their soapbox and wake people the fuck up, you know, bring people together, help them realize this isn't like every man for itself. That's another thing about being discreet. When you're discreet and you're just saying, oh, I'm just going to run away to the wilderness and fuck everyone else. Like, yes, being off grid is about starting community and it's about people. But running away because you're afraid the government's going to come try to get you or enforce shit on you, or you're just going to run away from everything, that's just avoiding your shadow too. That's just not wanting to face it, not wanting to say no to somebody. Have a backbone. Say no, I don't want this, to your doctor. Say no. Anyone tries to force anything they don't want on you, you say no. If you're at work and they're trying to fire you because they're trying to force something on to you and you don't want it, then find everybody else who feels the same way and come together and say no. They can't fire everyone, or nothing would run. Nothing would run. It'd be so many people that make this country, this economy, everything run and function. Everything. It's not going to be that way. So what, millions of people would start something different then? You know what I'm saying? And work together. It's not going to come to that. Nobody really knows what's about to happen very, very soon. But whatever it is, people need to have a backbone and come together. That is the solution. Coming together, being positive, talking about rebuilding, talking about solutions, not continuously harping on the problem. The problem is going to get squashed once we come together and we all say fucking no. It's really that simple. It's not about somebody coming in to save the day and all that stuff. If everybody just says, I'm not going to wear a mask, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to fucking do that, because fuck you. You work for me. We pay you. The taxpayers pay you to work for us, not the other way around. And we got to stop letting crazy people make decisions for the masses. We have to put people in positions of power that have have a background where they actually know what it's like to be one of the normal people in society. Not crazy psychopathic rich people that wouldn't even know what it means to live in the suburbs or in a rural area on a farm. Like, come on, people. The thing of it is, we've been so distracted by life and our jobs. It's getting so hot in here, but whatever. We've been so distracted by life in our jobs that we don't have time to go research the truth or wonder why our system's failing, or like come together in groups and make solutions to these problems, or realize that we're not to be controlled by the government. We are the one, they work for us, and we need to come together and let them know what the fuck we want instead of them telling us what we want. Because the whole them choosing people who we get to put in, giving us two shitty choices, and then no, that shit doesn't work. We're all gonna have to rebuild. And that is what is happening right now. This is the breakdown. So instead of shitting your pants and trying to run away from your shadow, have a backbone, face your shit, come together with people at work. If I have to go to the school board meetings, because I'm a mom, I don't work, I will go to the school board meetings and talk to parents and whatever I have to do. It's about bringing the community together. It's about bringing people together. There's way more of us than there is on the other side, but the media had you so brainwashed into thinking that there's so many people out there. Yes, we know people who are like keep up with the Joneses types that have to do what the media says, that have to do what their family says, that can't freaking think for themselves, can't even accept any new information because it doesn't go with what validates them in life, which is belonging to this group of people. Like, yes, there's those people out there, and they're so obvious because you could see it just walking around in public. And so it makes it seem like there's so many more of them than there are of the silent majority. But sometimes a lot of people just go with the flow, but in their hearts, they know the truth. And it's all those people that are going to have to face their shadow right now, because we got to come together. So don't let the media and all the bullshit energy in the air fool you. There's way more people on the side of truth and freedom, etc., than you realize. Way more of us than there are of them. And we just need to come together. Simple as that. Don't let people try to make you be quiet. Don't. Screw people, you know. It's sad because the thing of it is like, the reason people are out here, I mean, there are people who could do it in a more graceful way, but the reason people are out here putting their necks out there for like years and years now, all the truthers and stuff, like getting called names and all that, they're out here because we fucking care. Like, we want people to see the truth, not to say, oh, see, we're right. No, it's because we want a better world. We want a better place. We have children that we want to be raised in the beautiful, free place that this is. And so it hurts to be disrespected by people all the time. And that's why a lot of truthers lash out. But you know what? I see where their pain comes from, because they care. They fucking care so much that their passion literally is researching day in and day out. Like, literally obsessively researching because they want the truth that badly. Because they want to expose it that badly. And then just to turn around, get disrespected. So you honestly, everybody needs to see all angles in this. And we need to see this side, the angle of, were you a child that grew up in a family that was so programmed, it is so brainwashed, so like a lot of people who have never known anything other than that and are stuck, and then they just got this, and it's like we have to hold space for those people too. And is it easy? No, because you feel like they're part of the reason. Because if everybody would just stand up and say no, we'd be good right now. If they would have said that at the first lockdown, we'd be good right now. But they didn't. So us truthers feel like, oh, they're the biggest part of the problem, you know? But like, they're just the people that are most stuck. You know, we've all been stuck at one point. And You see what kind of environment they grow up in, and then you have to hold some type of compassion there. And I know it's not freaking easy, because it's like, come on. Like, literally, it's do or die right now. I already know we're going to be good. But it doesn't mean we just sit back and hope everything's okay. No, we are the solution. And maybe you're like me, you're a mom, you stay home. Like, what can you do physically? Like, literally, all I can do is come on, talk on this video. I'm not saying everybody should. I'm just suggesting things. And go to maybe, like, school board meetings and stuff like that. And then hold the highest vibration you possibly can. Love your family. Still do things that you love. Don't stay locked up in the house. Get out in nature. Nature is free. We've been to so many parks. We've been camping. We've been doing all types of stuff. It's all free. It's all outside, grounding yourself. Nobody's looking at screens. Everybody's connecting and interacting with each other. It's like, just connect. Keep your vibration high. That's what you can do. Do things you love. Plant a garden. Plant some flowers so the bees have something to work with in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, get connected to nature. That's what is happening right now. Everything's getting inverted, and it's becoming artificial in AI instead of this connection to nature. So we want to just like, oh, you have virtual reality goggles. You can go to nature virtually. No, that's artificial. That's fake. And they want people to start having these desires to just fulfill things that they should be fulfilling in an organic way, in an artificial way. That's why our grocery stores are filled with artificial foods when our body is actually craving something that's organic. So we are becoming AI via what we eat, what we watch, what we consume in any way. So that's why getting back to nature in as many ways as possible and getting your kids outside like that is crucial. That is the best way you can help right now. Because the more connected you are, the more you're connected to source and you'll see truth. The more grounded you are with your organic nature, the more truth will become obvious to you, because you activate yourself. You activate DNA. You activate information inside of you that has lain dormant, that you haven't been able to access because you've been programmed. You've been covered with programming. But the more you get connected, the more those veils lift to the point where there isn't a veil. And the truth is just so obvious that because you're so grounded and connected. And the way to stay grounded is not just to get out in nature, but to interact with others. And not just stay in this airy, fairy, meditative state all the time. Because if you can balance that, if you can be in this like high vibe, like very, like an air sign type state, just in your head and stuff, and then interact, and then also interact at the same simultaneously and stay very grounded. Oh, that's mastery. But most people, they can't handle it. It's like taking an edible or taking some mushrooms, and then you're trying to walk around and feel grounded in society and interact with other people. You can't do it. So how high can you get, but also stay balanced and grounded? I don't mean high like go do drugs. I mean like get yourself there naturally. Like in a you know how you feel like your body starts buzzing when you meditate and stuff. And this is why I had something, well, the doctor said, called vasovagal syncope, which is basically just chronic fainting. But it was because I couldn't ground the energies that were flowing through my body. So all of a sudden my body would start feeling fuzzy, and then all of a sudden, boop, I'm knocked out. 30 seconds later, I wake up, feel like I was just dreaming really fast, just like you typically feel when you pass out. And it was just like I couldn't stay grounded. Now, ever since I had my spiritual awakening, I didn't realize what it all was. This all is revealed to me over time, because that's how your journey usually works. But over time, I realized, like, whoa, the reason was I couldn't ground the energies. So, you know, it was no surprise that I was an athlete my whole life. I had to do it to stay grounded. It's no surprise that Spirit wanted me to be a mother of 4. These kids keep me so grounded because I'm always having to do stuff in order to keep, and my sun and moon are both in Libra, which is an air sign, right? So like, it's just crazy how you knew before you came in, like the time you were born, how you would connect with that, the energies and the stars in terms of your personality and how you wanted to show up, right? And for me, it's all about balance. It's all about balance, because I'm so in my head all the time that I have to stay connected, not only to nature, but to my community, to my family. Just like I love to like garden and stuff like that. I feel so good after I do things like that, because when I stay connected, it keeps me balanced. Otherwise, I'll get in my head, and that's when you get unbalanced, and then you start sinking into your ego. You get frustrated. Like if I'm tired one day and I sit too much in the house and I don't come outside, I feel myself slipping into like lower vibrational spaces, like into those egoic spaces. To me, a lower vibrational space is anything on the vibrational scale that's under 200. 200 is like once you start getting in the fourth, I gotta get the chart. If you look the chart up, the vibrational frequency scale, Google it. 200 is the level of courage, and that's when you start getting into the fourth dimension. I just posted a video on my Instagram too. This guy was talking about it. It was so good. I should probably put a little story and save it so I can revert people to it. But anyways, lower vibrational spaces, that's how you feel emotionally. That's your vibration. It's on anything under 200. So once you start thinking about like how you operate and you see the science and everything behind it, it like activates more information inside of you, and you start having more epiphanies about how you work, how the world works, how it all fucking works. And like you start, and the way you figure that out the most is picking yourself apart, like knowing you to a fucking T, knowing your ego, knowing your how your spaces of being, how you interact with certain people, how your higher self, how you are in your higher self spaces, like, I mean, higher vibrational spaces connected to your higher self is what I mean. But you know what I mean? Just every little thing about you. Notice everything. That's what those higher states of consciousness are. It's like, I notice everything, like that video I made. I actually numbered all my videos, so now I can like revert people back via the numbers of the videos. That way it's easier, because I know I make videos, really great videos, like long videos about specific things, and I want to, and they'll come up when I'm like channeling a message in a different video, and I want to refer you guys back to those. So that's why I went back and numbered all my videos, and I took all the ads off. I didn't know they put video ads on all my old videos and stuff, because I had to put like one little banner on, because I don't like video ads. I don't want them on my videos. And I had to go back and fix all that. I was kind of mad. It was on there for a little while. I didn't even know. But anyways, I don't want to make you guys sit through videos, because I don't like to do it either. And it's not like people make that much money unless you have like millions of followers on those video ads. So it's like, if you don't have a lot of followers, don't post the videos. It's not worth it. Like the couple dollars you get from it, and we have to sit through all the fucking videos. Like, this is me, the overanalyzer. But anyways, guys, yeah, I just wanted to touch on some things like that I've been thinking about, but I really just don't feel like making a video a lot of the time, because I've been in this really creative space where I just want to be doing what I want to be doing in the moment, and I don't ever want it to feel forced. But I feel like today Spirit has been pushing me to talk about things that I don't feel like talking about, because they're so like what's going on in the world, and you never know what rubs someone the wrong way, but people need to be rubbed the wrong way because they need to be triggered so they can face their shadow, and it's all this fucking shit that goes through your head. And it's just like, just go out and speak from your heart and do what you're called to do, and that's all it is. So I just felt compelled to do that. But I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and that I get on here more this week, because I've been feeling really good. And so when I'm feeling good, I want to share that with you guys. All right.